Are we ready? Hello and welcome back to the Magic Sponge!
Jimmy Bullard's come in and ruined me thunder. He's done my intro for me.
And guess what, people? Rob Beckett ain't here because we do not need him this series.
Mugged him off.
Not really, he's late, guys, so hold on, you actually be in a minute.
Jimmy, hadn't you put on Instagram that it's been telling everyone it's series 4?
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Yes, for some reason, I forgot about the last two series. So this is, am I right, series 6?
Series 6.
Yes, okay.
Series 6. And we are joined by, he's played for Watford, West Ham, Boston, Bristol City, Exeter, Rotherham, Cheltenham, Oldham, and currently playing for St Albans.
And a funny bastard, who is it?
It's David Noble.
Here he is. Hello, Dave. How are you, mate?
Hi, Jim. You good?
Thanks for coming on,
Yeah,
son.
good.
And a good friend of Stacky's as well. So this should be some classic stories coming up. So hold on.
Put me
your
on the
hats,
pressure
Pete.
straight away there,
You're
Jim.
right, son.
yeah.
I know how good you are.
And before we get going into the football,
Yeah.
are you going to be on tipping point?
Yeah, I've got a
Celebrity
classic.
tipping point.
Before we ask Dave some questions, let me tell you about this one. So basically, my agent Jimbo sitting over there, he's crying. This is classic. Let me have a drink before this one.
I love tipping points. Like nothing happens, but it's
basically-
amazing.
Yeah, it's the show during the day, but this is going to be on a Saturday. Am I right, Jim?
Sunday night.
Sunday night. So he's got that wrong as well. So Ben Shepherd's the host or whatever presenter, and I go in. But you got to understand is I'm not great at what would you call it?
Questions.
Serious?
Yeah, I'm not serious.
Serious.
So he comes out of this question. Right, let me get to it. What's the first one, Jim? Help me out here.
The easy one.
Tough one.
Yeah.
Who won?
Oh no. So basically, he comes out with a question. Oh, what about the yoga one? Oh, that was funny. No, right, let me start.
Tell
here.
them all.
Right, let me start.
Tell
here.
us them all.
Come on.
So he goes, I'm on with Catherine Ryan. She's like the Canadian comic.
Yeah.
He's quite funny. An MP, what was his name? Don't even know. And myself. So then they come to Catherine Ryan's question is, who won Eurovision Song Contest this year? And last year they won the Euros, right?
Yeah.
So as the question goes through, I'm going, fuck, please don't come to me, because I don't know. Right, so me
You
head's...
don't know who won the Euros.
No, I'm thinking, I'll get it in a minute.
Yeah.
So I'm in my head, I'm going, it'll come. Then she goes, she's looking at me, she goes, I'm going to pass it over to you. I went, oh shit. So I melted. How long did I take to answer it, Jim?
15 minutes.
In my head, I'm going...
No way.
What a long
Mate,
episode.
Mate, get on this. I'm in my head, I'm going, Italy? Spain? No, Spain. No, it weren't Spain. Italy was shocking. Spain got ironed out, if you remember first go.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And this is where I was in turmoil. England come up. I went, England? I went, no, I'm banging trouble here. Since John King died. I've gone on. Ben Shepherd's going, Jim, we're going to have to hurry you along. I'm like, Ben, help me out. Give me a
What? So there, all this gets edited out when he's going. We got.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to show.
It's like a 3-hour
They
special.
haven't. Basically, I've made Joey Essex look like an MP, basically.
Go on, tell me what you've gone for.
So then I went, hang on, Eurovision Song Contest. Is it like a country like Finland or Czechs, you know?
What have you said?
And then I went, Italy. I come out of
you
Italy.
ruled out.
Yeah, I come out of Italy. I didn't even think of who won it. Portugal.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of them. But I was so embarrassed. I went Italy.
What's
And even the old
bloody-
ladies behind went, oh no. You heard the old
You've had the old audience
room,
go.
and the old audience just went, I was like, oh shit. But yeah, I made a right prat of myself on that one. There you go. That was my tipping point. I'm sure you just see it, so keep your eyes out for it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's a blinder.
So, David, you've got to tell us about Stacky. How much of, because you've listened to the podcast, how many of his stories were you around for? You were on the bus when he crashed a...
Yeah. I was on the bus when he's give the bus driver the old brake. I don't think, as he said, he did not realise the power of the brakes. He's tried to give him the old the old stutter, and he's tried to do the first one, and Lawrence but straight back into the window. But he was standing up, so he was facing the bus, and he's laughing, Lawrence is.
Lawrence
Thinking-
is a bit of a posh name for a bus driver, isn't it?
He was far from posh. Far from posh. And he's looking back, laughing, going, oh, look, like laughing at Stacky, thinking he's finding it hard. And then all of a sudden, he's give it that one. Wallop, his glasses are hanging off. And honestly, I laughed all the way back to Highbury. me and Jay Bothroyd. The whole bus was in...
he was there as well,
Jay
wasn't he?
was there.
Cool, you had some wrong uns there, didn't you?
We had some absolute characters,
Go on,
Jim.
name me, go through your team. But there's some that we had
Oh, yeah, we had Jay Bothroyd,
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
John Alls,
yes.
centre half now,
Ricketts there.
Rowan, the year below us, Rowan, Jerome Thomas,
We had him on.
Pennant,
Blimey.
Ben Chorley.
Yes, he's Bromley boy now.
Yeah, that's it.
Tarrant Bromley.
Yeah, we had
Blimey. You had some.
we had some proper.
But you had some nights out, didn't you?
We had a few, Jim. Yeah, one or two. Yeah, a few holidays. We had. Honestly, we got on. I think it's a big part of it.
Yeah, 'cause
We all got on so well.
When
and-
Stacky was here, he was saying you all went. You don't hear that often. You know, when I was playing footy, I don't know whether because you was in a youth team together. When we was playing, we didn't go on holiday together.
Nah,
But you all went away, did
Yeah.
you? Every year,
not every year.
or tried to get away.
Tried to get away. I remember the first. We're like, yeah, as Stacky's told you before, we're on 40 quid a week. We're in Ibiza. We're jumping cabs and swiping drinks, and we got no dough. It's
Pro footballers,
It's like,
carnage.
yeah, it's like 4 weeks' wages to get in one of the clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've jumped the cab and we spent all our money on the ticket last night, and we're jumping taxis and running away from police and
Oh,
in Ibiza. It's-
Who's
it's
the
madness.
worst after Stack? Who's the most mental person there?
on a night out. Who's one after a few drinks you stay away from?
Well, I wouldn't be staying away from him. I'd be
You want to be
getting my
right.
class. Yeah,
So you're wronging yourself, Dave. Is that what you're saying?
probably
What's the worst thing you've done?
probably
Come, let's hear
described
it.
as that.
What's the worst thing you've done on a night out?
I've got a couple of bad ones. Go on. What
That you're
are you
allowed
trying
to
to
tell.
what are you trying to lead me in there, Jim?
Whatever you want to start with, Dave.
Well,
you just tell me.
As long as it's legal.
Well, it don't matter. It can get edited.
Yeah.
But go on.
Go on. All right then. We all discussed it. I know it's been a theme of the show before with the old
Shitting in
shit
something,
bomb,
yeah.
right? So I'll give you one of them from me. Not an actual bomb, but I'm out in Bristol late. I live with Richard Keogh, who's the Derby captain now.
Yeah.
For 4 years, we was like inseparable. We're in this nightclub. It's only me and him out. He's gone, come on, we're going. And I'm like, hold on, I'm staying in here 5 minutes. So he's gone down the stairs. He said, I'll be outside. I'm like, okay. I've come down, he's not there. I'm thinking, fuck's sake. He's got the key to the flat. So I'm thinking, where the fuck is he? Ringing the phone, he's not picking up. As I'm standing outside ringing him, a couple of geezers have come over. They're like, sort of putting it on me. I'm thinking, oh, fucking hell, I don't need this. I'm on my own here. This is just the last thing I need. So I ain't got a key. Oh, no. What? I'm on the phone. They're like sort of giving it. I'm like, oh, come on, lads. Leave it out. They ain't leaving it out. I'm thinking, how am I going to get out of this? I'm thinking, right, I'll give one of them one quickly. Bump.
Chinned him.
Chinned him. and thought, bump, and then I'll be off. Run. As I'm sprinting off, literally within, I don't know, I thought I had a bit of pace in them days. After about 10 yards, his mates caught me straight away, and we've gone down a little side alley, and we're having a little row. His mates come back who I've chinned, they're kicking, we're fighting up against the garden fence, garden wall, and I'm thinking, I've got to get out of this. I've got to get, my shirt's all ripped by now, and all I'm thinking is the getaway. So as I'm using my effort to like get up off the wall, using the wall, I've like sort of got up and burst off.
Got a bit of a push.
Big push,
Gone.
shit myself,
No, you didn't.
right?
What? So as you pushed off?
As I pushed up,
Mid-fight.
shit myself. But listen, that is not stopping me. I'm off down the road.
So was it the fight? Hang on. Did you shit yourself because of the push, or did you shit yourself because they're on you?
I think it's a bit of both. It's all added up. I've been out all night. I'm pissed up. I'm fighting.
Hang on.
What?
So,
Jim? What?
when you shit yourself, did you know at that moment, oh, fuck, not only are they on me,
Oh, I've known I've
shit
done
my
it.
Pants.
I've known I've done it. Straight away, but
Adrenaline though, innit?
it's not. I've not even broke stride. I'm away. Bang! I'm gone. That's even lubing up the legs. I'm off. So they ain't even bothered. They ain't even bothered followed me.
Blinding.
I was wondering where the shit was going to come in. I thought you were going to fight him off with your shit like Jamie Ann's style.
No, tell you what, that
Good
would have been.
idea.
If they'd have followed me afterwards, I'd have probably done that.
It's
There you are. That's
That's what I have to.
Who was, growing up, that was one of the best players out of that lot? Who you thought, he's different class, this kid? Because I've got a name in my head here, and I think I had it off of Stacky, who said we always knew he was going to make it. Was there anyone that stood out and you went, wow?
Out of them boys there,
Yeah.
Jay was good. Pennant.
Yeah, Pennant.
He's like come along 15, I think.
Yeah.
We signed him from Notts County. He'd already played in their first team.
At 15.
At 15.
It's frightening, huh?
He's come in, I'll never forget as well, he's come in first day of pre-season.
Yeah.
He's got World Cups, studs. That's all he's got. Size 10 World Cup studs.
Rock
We're
hard
thinking,
floor.
rock off. What are you doing? He said, well, when it's come out in the paper that I'm going to Arsenal, all the Notts County boys have stole all my boots.
Really?
He said, that's all I could find in the boot room.
Blinded.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But he was, he was
He
musty.
was rapid, weren't he?
Frightening.
At
Could
his time.
stop.
Should have done better in his career, really,
Yeah.
shouldn't he?
But was a character, Jim.
Yeah, he was a character and a loon ball.
Proper boy, so,
And you were with Joe Cole as well.
yeah.
Was he really?
At Lillyshaw.
Right, okay.
From 14 to...
let's talk about how good was he? Seriously.
Honestly, Jim, I was saying it to Joe on the phone.
Yeah.
I honestly thought at that age, we were the same age, me and Joe, played against him from like 9, 10 years old. I thought he was going to be like the next Maradona.
I know.
Like to that extent.
Yeah, I'm the same. When
He was younger than you at West Ham, yeah.
Yeah, I signed pro at West Ham, and I didn't do any YT or anything. I signed pro, and then I trained with the first team. And the first few weeks I was there, Joe weren't involved, and then after about 2-3 months, Harry pulled him over, and Rio was like, "Got to have a look at this kid." And he would do stuff with a ball. It weren't a trick. It like you know, you got a Cruyff turn, you got a step over. He would do shit like you gone, and you'd be like, "What the fuck was that?" Yeah. And then he'd pass it weird. He had a totally different way of playing football to anyone there. It's just odd the way he just moved his body, and he was so fucking strong.
So strong.
Like,
When
tread
he's Jim.
mate, he'd hurt you.
Yeah.
Like, you'd go and tackle him, and I guarantee you come out and you get a dead leg or something, or he'd give you one. And you think, he's just all arms and legs, isn't he? He's just horrible bastard.
Small,
nothing
Jim,
of him.
but like a... Yeah,
like a ball in a china shop.
Like a barrel, wasn't he?
He was a tank.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But when you watch Joe, he could never strike it properly.
Nah.
He weren't a great striker of the ball.
Nah,
if you
he
was to
weren't.
ask him to hit a 40-yard zing, it'd come off a bit odd. But if you was asked him to take on a play one-on-one, he'd rinse you.
He was the
He'd
best.
Make you look like
Honestly, you couldn't tackle him.
He one-on-one. Rio used to love all like the senior boys as
Loved
well.
the
But
skills,
Rio used to
didn't they?
love him coming over, and Rio would say to Harry, "Do one-on-ones just so."
Straight away.
So Joe
Could slaughter
do a
people.
little bit against
Yeah.
all the players, and he would love. Honestly, he was so good, and he had the amount of times he would pass, like do the Rabona, and pass it like that.
Honestly, well, that was
He
one
was
of the
sick.
things. At 14 years old, I remember, like you're saying, with Bentley run out with the balls or whatever. We run down for a training session. Joe's got the balls out. He's Rabona in it from 30 yards, just
Yeah.
crashing off the bar. I couldn't
Yeah.
kick it. I
couldn't
couldn't
kick
kick
it
it
that
far at
He had
14.
mad technique, didn't he?
And
Yeah.
he would hit a half volley Rabona or a
He
full
was phenomenal.
from 30 yards. The half volley would be like a rocket. I couldn't kick it that far, and Joe's like the same build and size.
Yeah.
But he was an absolute, genius
Blind.
at that age.
Oh, going back to Stacky, it says here, what's this about cliff jumping? Did you do cliff jumping?
Fuck
Not
off.
Stack.
Imagine him and Stacky going cliff jumping. Well, for a
professional-
fact he won't be here.
Mid-season.
Not
He'd be
professionally,
dead.
But we went on holiday to Faliraki at the end of the year, right? but not together. Right?
Just to do cliff jumping.
Yeah, professional tournament.
Yeah.
No, so I've gone out there with my mates for 2 weeks. No Stacky's coming out there after the first week with
I
his.
bet your mates ain't right, are they, like mine?
No, they're not right. either.
I knew they weren't, but go on.
So, anyway, we've got out there. Some geezer we know, he's working out there for the summer. He's come and told us, oh, there's these, if you ever get bored, there's these cliffs, you know, that people, only local people know. So they've told us where it is. And we're like, yeah, we'll have a bit of that. Take us there. So, like, one day he's come along. We've had to go on the mopeds, obviously, as you did when you were young. So we've all gone on the mopeds to these cliffs. Turned up, it's like a stony beach in the middle of nowhere, and he's gone, yeah, look, that's it there. And we're like, you're having a laugh, aren't you? He said, yeah, you got to climb the mountain first, and then you come off that bit, you got to jump out far because there's rocks down below. I'm like, oh yeah, this sounds blinding. So anyway, we've climbed up the cliff, dangerous in itself.
Yeah.
Got up to where he's saying this is where you jump off, and I'm not kidding you, it's 100 feet.
Fuck off.
Honestly, as high, you can't believe how high. And it's a downward slope to look off that's all sort of rubbly, so you're like edging to the side to have a look. And there's a few rocks down below, so you've got to have a little run and a push, basically. Yeah. We're up there for 2 hours before someone's got the arsehole to jump.
Dicing with it.
Right?
That's sometimes the worst thing, though.
Honestly, 2 hours. The only reason...
All we need is a negative jump.
Yeah.
The one where you go, oh! And as you just leave off, you should leap, you know, but you don't leap. It's dangerous.
Oh, yeah,
and that would have been it, right? So we're up there. It was like 2002, I remember, because it was the World Cup was on. England had their first game coming up, and that's the only reason we thought, come on, someone get a move on. Someone jump.
Because England were playing.
we got the game this afternoon. Come on, liven up. So someone's gone. We've all jumped, right? Well, a few of us. Not everyone's jumped.
Yeah.
One of my mates, it's that high that as he's gone in the water, it's shredded his shorts.
Is it really?
The force of the water has ripped his shorts up the side. My other mate's knocked his front tooth out. Going feet first.
Yeah, you would, yeah.
Obviously not shut his mouth.
Yeah.
Big shock for him as he's come out, isn't it? He's swimming over, Jim, I promise you. He was the last to go. We're going, come on, England's coming. Fuck. He's going, I don't want to. He's jumped. We're going, way, well done, mate. As he's coming over with a breaststroke, there's all claret coming down his mouth. We're going, he's going, my tooth, we're rolling. He's knocked his tooth out. 2 days in, he's like, right. So anyway, got back, watched the game. I goes to my mates, Stacky will dive off here. And they went, fuck off. Not a chance will anyone dive off here.
Is it ridiculous?
And I went, I promise you.
Even jumping's horrible.
Even jumping was horrible.
What, dive as in like
a proper dive?
Head first.
Head first dive.
You've only got to get that a little bit wrong. You know you're banging trouble.
Well, we would. There's an.
Listen, cliff diving course.
Oh,
listen,
mate.
This is the thing. Even less than halfway, there was another bit. So we was having to jump off there first.
Yeah.
And people were diving off there and getting it wrong, like going too far and going over and landing on the back, or not far enough and landing on the chest. Anyway, so I've gone, right, Stack it. They're gone, no. There is no way anyone will dive off it. I promise you he will. And they're like, oh, whatever. So anyway, week later comes, see Stacky, like later on at night, and he's going, oh, how are you getting over to I'm telling him so-and-so. I said, there's these cliffs here that you jump off, right? First thing I see him, hello, Stack, how are you? Stacky,
anyway.
right?
You just want to write it.
Little proposition for you. He's gone, what? I said, that sounds blinding. He said, I'll do it. And I said, Stacky, it is high though, mate. I'm just letting you know it is proper high. He's gone, don't worry, I'll do it. And I was like, he said, have a bet with your mates and we'll go afters. There's Stacky trying to earn a £1 note again.
Sure.
So, right, so I've gone, okay, mate, okay. Anyway, he keeps going, come, because they're in a different hotel. I weren't sort of seeing him through the day. So the night would come. Every night he's going to me, you didn't come and get me. We've got to go. And he's desperate to do this. And I'm not. And then the next night come with, and he would go, come on, for fuck's sake. Come and get me. Let's earn this money. So one morning I'm asleep. Knock, knock, knock on my door. Stacky's there. He's come to my hotel to get us to go and do it.
Yeah.
He's that keen, right? So we've gone there, got there. A few of my mates have jumped up. I've gone, like, Stacky's here to do the dive. They're like, bump straight up, no matter how they were feeling. They've got to see this. So we come in.
Hello, mate. Sorry I'm late.
It's all
Rob,
right.
nice to meet you. All right, Ian.
How are you?
So I've been trying to the story.
We've got a
haven't I?
great story. What we do, we carry on with this story and then we're going to
Defo.
have a crack.
So
Okay.
basically, there's some cliffs in Fallaraki, about
Yeah.
100 feet.
I've said Stacky will dive.
So it's Stacky.
Right. So my mates.
Let's see where
Anyway,
this is going.
so anyway, Stacky's come and got us. He's got us out of bed going, right, take me there. I'm doing it. As we've pulled up, Stacky, that's it there. He's like, looked up, gone, yeah, right. Climbed up. We've got up there.
It's a monster though, Rob. It's 100 foot.
It's
100 foot.
It's huge. Rob, it is
I'm thinking
ridiculous,
a couple of clips, 100 foot. Okay.
So he's looked over, had a look, and I've gone,
Taking everyone else
Stacky,
2 hours.
he's gone, cool, yeah, that is high, isn't it?
And he's tall as well, so that's
Right. So he's gone, God, that is. I went, Stacky, go feet first so you can see what it's like. He's gone, if I hurt my feet, then I ain't going to want to dive, am I?
Is that what he said?
That's his line. So he went, here, hold that, took his chain off. He went, Nobes, you go down there just in case I don't come back up.
He said.
That's what he said. So he said, you go and sit on, there's a little rock about 6 feet out. He said, you go and sit on there. Anything goes wrong, you come in and get me. I said, perfect.
Fucking hell, I'm so prepared
Lifeguard,
for
do you know what I mean? So I'm gone down there. My mates have stayed up with him. And as you said, it took us 2 hours to go feet first. I've literally, by the time I've climbed down, I'm sitting on this rock, right? I'm looking up. I can't see anything.
Yeah.
All I can see is the edge of the cliff. It's literally been 5 minutes since we've turned up. I'm looking up. All of a sudden, he comes flying out. Literally like this.
I'm spread out.
Like honestly, you know, like a professional would come soaring out. So he's horizontal, halfway down as
David.
he's coming in. Oh, the tuck up, boom, straight in like 9.9. Right, he's gone down. He must have touched the bottom of the sea. Right,
He found fucking Nemo.
honestly, because it took him a while to come back up, and he's come out the water. Oh, fucking yes! I'm buzzing, going, yes, lovely. He's going, collect the dough. Like,
He loves it.
loving it, right?
Did he hurt himself at all?
Not at all.
Oh my god.
Not at this. You couldn't. I don't think you could hurt the geezer with a sledgehammer, though, Jimmy.
An iron, you can. But
Yeah. He's literally one of them characters. Yeah.
So he done it.
Done it.
Blindly.
Cleaned up.
Within
right.
5 minutes.
Within 5 minutes of being there, my mates are like, I can't just believe this.
How
guy.
much has he made for it?
Oh, a few pesetas at the time, wherever they went. Yeah,
He's not right.
yeah
though, is he?
we won a tenner. We split it. Yeah, it's something stupid, but
no, it's obviously using the Arsenal youth team. That's
Yeah.
how you know Stacky
yeah,
and all that. Did
We've
you
done this, mate.
once headbutt Pennant over a peg?
no.
No.
Jay Bothroyd.
Jay
I'm
Bothroyd.
shocked he did. He's
Yeah.
aggressive, isn't he?
So
Yeah.
you headbutted Jay Bothroyd?
Yes, yeah.
Why did you tell
Well,
me Pennant?
He clumped me.
Unbelievable.
Well,
You're just
so-
making me look like
Go
I'm
on, then,
passionately
talk me
racist.
through this one. I like this.
That was
Is it-
written
is it
down,
so-
Pennant.
well,
I've
yeah.
not just assumed
I was telling
Pennant
you
was Bothroyd.
a little bit about the characters, Jim, and everyone's like a winner. Everyone at training, there was fisticuffs every other day.
Yeah.
People fighting left, right, and centre, arguing. One morning, Fulham away. Remember where the pavilion is, the big pavilion?
Yeah.
Their old training, or is it
Yeah.
still that, Jim? Is it
Yeah.
still
Cottage.
there? Yeah, the cottage. Yeah,
Was it the training ground, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Malden. Yeah, it's
Right.
still there. Yeah.
playing there.
Oh, intriguing.
Gone out.
Correct, carry on.
Gone out to. I've took my top off, put it on a peg.
Yeah.
Gone out to look at the pitch. Come back in. As I come back in, Jay's closer on the peg. I'm sitting there, Jay, took his off, put mine on. He's come over, took mine off, put his on. Now, like, everyone's looking, it's becoming a scene, we're arguing.
He's quite big, isn't he, Jay Buffroyd?
He was huge. He's 6'5", I think, at the time. We're like 17, 18.
How big are you? Because you're sat down, I can't tell. 5'10"?
I think I've grown a little bit since then.
Really?
6 foot, 6'1", I say, 6'1" in between, right? In trainers.
You're wiry though, ain't you? I reckon you.
Right. So people are coming round. It's becoming a bit of a scene now. We're like squaring up over whose tracksuit's going on what peg. So I'm thinking, oh, fuck, he's right there. His mouth's there. I've just gone bump, little nut in his mouth.
Little nut in his mouth.
Little butt. He's sort of gone back. People have tried to get in the way, but he could still. His arms are like his arms 7 foot long. And people are in the way, but he swung it around them and clumped me in the ear. When I say I could not hear out my ear for about 3 weeks, right? Don Givens, who was the manager at the time, I've had to go and get changed next door, just me and Don. This is before a youth team game, and everyone else is getting changed in there.
Yeah.
Right? Gone out, little bit frosty, but then it's fine. 1-1-0. Jay was on fire. I've played well. Don's come.
Show us your hero.
I can't hear unless someone on the left wing was calling me. Anyone on the right, I couldn't play. I couldn't hear him. So
You had to play right back because you're here.
exactly. So after the game, Jay, he'll be the first to tell you that he could go missing in them games, or just not try as hard. Do you know what I mean? So after Jay's flying about in this game, putting people under pressure, running here, tackling there, jumping up, winning headers, the lot. After the game, Don Givens has gone to me. I'm not saying fucking nut him every week. He said, but get him going.
You started him off, didn't you? Yeah.
How did he manage to control those players, Don Givens? Because obviously you, Stacky, Pennant. There was a lot of people there.
Yeah, a lot of characters. The coaches were good as gold. They were strict when it got out of hand, but they didn't mind us having a laugh and a joke.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think that was...
Did you ever go Beveren?
No, I didn't go with them.
Nah.
The 4 of them went out there. Some of the things I bet he was telling you.
Being in Beveren and Stacky. Joe Swash went out to visit, and
he was
chased
Allsy's
by all the bouncers.
mate, and they left about 4 cars in the town centre and things like that, didn't they? They were getting Beveren were lending them cars. They'd just go and burn it out, leave it in a car park somewhere, and just go back in and go, I don't know where the motor is. Literally running riot out there.
Were you managed by Don Howe as well?
Don Howe, yeah.
Was you?
Yeah. Not long into my second year YT, Don Givens went and managed Ireland under 21s.
What's Don Howe like?
Unreal.
Really?
Jim, absolutely.
What was he? What sort of manager was he?
Honestly, he was the bollocks. Every one of the youth team loved. Do you know, he was like a funny, like a granddad. You would sort of look at him. He was just unbelievable, but would still join in. Yeah. He'd be doing the movements. He'd be like, I don't even know how old he was at the time. But he's getting his heels up. He's getting his knees up. He's doing all the action. He was
buzz out of him.
We loved him.
You went to Watford after, was that straight after Arsenal, Watford?
On loan.
On loan?
Yeah.
And Viali was your boss there?
Viali was the manager. Ray Wilkins was the assistant.
Really?
How's Viali?
He was, I remember football, I'm playing in Italy at Sampdoria for Italy, sort of, not a hero, but someone you looked up to. And then he was obviously at Chelsea and then at Watford, and then he's your manager. Still, I'd couldn't believe sort of how he was, how he sulked quite a bit.
What, even as the manager, he sulked?
Something would go wrong, or he would do something wrong. He wouldn't come out of the office.
Really?
For ages, you could tell he had the arse.
Yeah.
Like that. No, just no
After all what he's achieved.
Exactly, Jim. I'm thinking...
What a moron.
What have you got to be upset about?
I reckon it's because he's bald.
Really?
Yeah.
He's got
But
a
he'd gone early. He'd had a lot of years to get used to that.
Yeah, I reckon he had the hump early. By the way, Ray Wilkins is my neighbour. Did you know that?
No?
Yeah.
How's I going to know that?
No, have I told you
Not
before?
you fucking postman.
Have I told... Have I told you this before?
No, never. Was he a
not
good
either side,
neighbour?
opposite.
Opposite.
Jim, legend.
He is a legend. Often I see him on his grass cutter with his eye umbros. Remember the old eye umbros?
Yeah.
Right? All right, Ray. Yeah.
Do you ever go around for a cup of tea?
No, he's likes one of them, doesn't he? But no, he's struggling at the minute, old Ray.
He's
There you go.
red wine man.
Oh, is he?
He loves a red wine, doesn't he?
What about either side of you? What are your neighbours like either side?
The old bastards on the left, they got a fucking hornet's nest.
Oh.
Drive me fucking crackers. Got a big bees fucking thing.
Big bees!
In fact, the nest is like...
Is it a hornet's
It's
nest? Or
about
do
the
you mean
size
they
of this
just...
table. And for you listeners, this table is
It's
a
like a
diameter
massive
of
hornet's
about
nest.
35 inches.
not as big as the one Rob put a Lisa mattress through.
Oh, that table.
What, he's got it on purpose, Jim? Or it's
What,
just
the hornet's
formed?
nest?
Yeah.
No, it's just formed there by
He's got it
the,
all put on purpose.
by the brick
Well,
wall.
why is he not taking
Well,
it down then?
this is it.
What's happening?
I'll go round there, mate. It's got to go, the thing. It's driving the kids mad. If they get stung, me and you are going to have a roll around. He's like, no, can't do it, can't move it because against this and that. Mate, just get rid of the hornet's nest. So I'm there with the hose, one of them power hoses. Good night.
Fucking hell.
Are you jet washing it?
Get indoors, this is for a man. So I'm like, alright, strap me in. Full blast! That's when, back in the day, because I'm an ex-fireman, this is where it comes in handy. Get in, kids! Catch them up the trees, get out! Bosh! Bang! Like one of them fucking Ghostbusters. Like, sploshing the thing's just gone.
Really?
It's billions! Fucking open the door, love! Look at them sliding doors. Open the fucking door and all round me here, I've jumped in. Oh, mate. Fucking things. Honestly, can't get rid of the
Are
bastards.
they still there then?
Yeah, they
They've just
fold.
rebuilt it.
Get on this. So it's next door. It's about... Next door, where I live in a lovely street, is about 150 foot away now. It's about 4 foot away. I've splashed this hose. Guess where they've reformed? Outside my fucking back door. Hanging off a plant. And the thing's so heavy, the
brackets.
the thing is leaning over into the dining room. It's a fucking disaster.
It blew up the nest.
It blew up the nest, so they've got to reform somewhere, haven't they? I go, we'll reform right next to Jimmy's dining fucking room. Yeah. Fucking
What's he like the other side, alright?
The other side, he's blinding. Honestly,
No hornets.
great lad, fitness free, Jim, sweet as a nut he is, and that's that really.
Well, you played at Boston. Was it Gaza there at the same time?
Yeah.
How was
Was
that?
you there when he cut? No
I was
way.
Steve Evans
What's
is
his
the
name
manager.
there as well? Who's done geese from on the buses we had on here? Blakey.
No, he was Burnley, wasn't he?
Was that? What didn't he just whack out a Gaza story out of nowhere? Was that?
Oh, yeah, right at the end, you had like... the
That's probably
best
because Gaza went
story.
Burnley.
Okay, cool. Boston.
Yeah, just more so at having the pop. You know, Steve Evans, the manager.
Yeah.
You know him, Jim, the Scottish geezer. No. Yeah, of course you do. He was Rotherham manager. Big. He's been Leeds manager.
Leeds,
Reece.
I know you mean. Go on.
Right.
Hit me.
So he was the Boston manager. But this is before he's gone on and had.
But he's one who's got
He's
all
done
like the
on
silly
the-
hat and the shorts.
Yeah,
going
sombrero
to-
and
yeah.
flip flops.
Yeah.
He's like a
Dickhead.
Hampton, basically. He is an
Hampton,
absolute
basically.
helmet. Anyway, this is before he's gone on to do really well.
Yeah.
Boston League Two.
How do Hamptons go on to do really well?
There's plenty. Ain't there though?
Yeah, there is.
Wow. Okay. Well, that is it. Get off with it.
Right.
joking,
So
Go on.
anyway, I've been there for a year, hating football. He's really turning me like I'm ready to quit.
Yeah.
I'm ready to quit playing.
What age are you there?
I'm only young here. I'm about 21, 22 really. I'm going. What? I've had about 3 or 4 meetings going. Come,
Is he just on you?
just horrible.
Horrible bastard.
Horrible. The football shite. You don't enjoy
Really?
training. I'm ready to call it a day. We've had about 3 meetings where I'm going. Just rip the contracts up. I'm not interested. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Survived the season somehow. Next season, it's talk, right, Gazza's coming in, play a coach. I'm thinking, Oh, I love it now. Get me back to Boston. One of my heroes growing up, even though he was Spurs, he was just a genius and absolutely loved him. I'm thinking, I cannot wait to basically hear what he's got to say and learn a few things off him. Anyway, we've gone back in there. He's not took one training session. Steve Evans has not let him take a session. You're not learning anything off him.
Yeah.
But Gaz is telling us about how to take free kicks and different setups and how you can do this, and if it's there, put it over the wall or move it here. Steve Evans has come running over. He's gone, I'll do this bit, Gaz. you go in goal.
Oh, what?
Fuck off.
Gaz has gone in goal.
And Steve Evans is telling you how to do training. What's he getting Gaz to do? Teach people how to do a buffet?
Do you know what I mean? They're switching role. He said, I'll take care of this bit, Gaz. You go next. And Gaz has gone in goal and he's saving it.
He don't give a monkey.
Like,
But what is he thinking?
What is he? He's telling our
Brought him
most
in.
creative man,
Oh no.
just for a bit of publicity.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How was a Rotherham? Rotherham.
What's going on? How was the Weatherspoons?
That was what you played at Rotherham.
Again, Steve Evans,
Was it him again?
the manager, gone up. I'm like,
So hang on. So he's gone there, and then you followed.
no, he
you
had been a
went-
different. He'd been in a couple of. Where had he been?
So you was at Rotherham.
No, I've had. I
you
knew
followed
he
him?
was there. Yeah.
Oh my
Jim. This is what I'm. This is
God.
what's funny about it. So Paolo then become my agent a few years later, and he's going, no, Steve Evans is ringing me. He wants to take you. We're like Paolo obviously knows of him, so we're laughing, going, we're never going to go there.
No.
We're never going to go. So he's coming back with a little bit more dough, and I'm like, Paul, honestly, I'm never going there.
Yeah.
And he's going, I know, okay. Got about halfway through July. Nothing else is coming up. He's going, at least go and meet him. Yeah. And I'm thinking, all right, mate, come on then. We'll go and see him on a Friday. We've got the train up there, turned up, had a little chat, him and his assistant, Paul Rayner. I'm 30 now, right? Just want to relax. I don't want all the shit that he brings. So as we're having a chat, he says, what do you want out of football now? And I said, I just want to be happy. He's gone, well, I'm totally different now. I'm so chilled out. Do you know what I mean? It'll be easy. Sign up here. I didn't believe him, but I've signed, right? I've signed. I've had to go back up on the Monday, trained, and was signing in the afternoon. The first training session, I've gone back to the hotel, rung Paolo, said, Paul, you got to get me out of here. I'm just going to I'm getting in my car and I'm going. He's going, no, sign. He's
Same.
exactly the same, if not worse, right?
Why'd they do that?
If
Why'd
not,
they
why is
say
he
dreaming,
why
I've
lie?
changed?
He's lying.
You know that
lying.
day.
Yeah, because you also as well, like he knows you're not going to get on with each other. Like,
Exactly.
and why'd you call him Paul on the phone, but Paolo?
Yeah, Paolo, Vanessa.
Yeah, just because you went. Yeah, so I rung Paolo. Hello, Paul.
Yeah. So anyway, I've signed, thinking, oh no, what's going to happen here? 6 weeks into the season, right? I don't know how I've even got this far. My mate Scott, he's wetting the baby's head later that night. So we got Port Vale away, right? So I've drove my car there. 21 minutes into the game, we're 4-0 down. I know I'm taking centre, knowing I'm in tomorrow. 8 o'clock in the morning, we're going to be in running. Anyway, we've got beat 6-2. First thing, you're all in tomorrow. Going absolutely berserk. So I've got to drive the car back up to the hotel at Rotherham. I'm ringing him the whole way home, ringing Steve Evans. He's not picking up the phone. So, crisis meeting. Gone into the training ground, 7:30, 8 o'clock. Crisis meeting. We're having a meeting. All the staff are sitting up the front, all the players. The reason things ain't going right is because of Steve, basically. But no one wants to say it. But I'm fuming. So I'm thinking, well, as soon as it comes around to me, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think's going wrong. So he's asking a few people. They're going, the lads are going, I don't think people are confident, meaning you're making us something. And he's at the front taking notes, going, I think you're right.
Yeah, but
you all need more confidence.
Yeah.
He's not. It's nothing to do with him.
him.
He's coming round, goes to me. He said, Nobes, you got anything to say? I said, yeah, the reason no one's got any confidence is because of you two. And they're like, what? I said, yeah, someone misplaces one pass, you're on them, you're shouting and screaming. I said, we had a youth teamer, he's come done one session, he's misplaced 2 passes, you're saying, I'll fuck you off back with a youth team all year. People are walking around on eggshells. Do you know, you're breeding, there's no confidence. People are thinking, oh no, sort of stop that.
That's Nobes fucked.
Snow's gone.
He's just, whatever, moved on, got away from it. I'm thinking, what? Come back to me, I've got more to say here. He's asking other people, and he's going on, I'm sitting there, I want to get back up. And he's gone, so-and-so, that wouldn't happen at Crawley. That's where he'd been, Crawley before that, right? But during the first 6 weeks, everything. Oh, Crawley this, Crawley that. That wouldn't have happened at Crawley.
Like it's Real Madrid.
The striker at Crawley would have done this. And he's gone, something Crawley. I went, that's another thing. I said, stop mentioning Crawley.
Brilliant.
So I said, nobody cares about him here.
Yeah.
He said, I don't talk about him. I said, you do it all the time. I said, you've done it there. You said the other day the striker would have scored. He said, you wouldn't have got in their side. I said,
There you go again.
giggle. I went, are you having a fucking laugh? He said, no, you wouldn't. And I was thinking, what can I say here to get right on them? I went, they're a fucking pub team. He's gone. That's got him big time. He's went, get out. I went, get out. He went, yeah, go on, get out. I went, I'll tell you what, I'll do better than that. I said, I'm done here. That's me done.
I'll go to Crawley.
I said, I don't want to come back another day. I don't want another penny off you. And he sat at the front going, get out. Get out. Like, he's not getting angry. So as I'm going, that's making me more angry that he's not getting angry. So I'm trying to go back and everyone's getting in the way. Got me out, basically saying, just go home, Nobes. I'm driving back down the A1 at Stevenage thinking, finally. Do you know what I mean? I'm out of that. Brilliant. I've rung my old man. I said, Dad, I've finally done it. I've told him. He said, all right, son, get back home. We'll have a chat when you get in. Rung Parlour. He's like, all right, I knew this was going to happen. Anyway, before I've got...
What did Paul think of it?
Paul. I've rung Paul and Parlour. Let them both know. He's before I've even got home, because it's like a 2-hour trip, Paolo's rung me back and said, or the assistant first of all, he's rung me and gone, you still want to go? I said, fucking hell, yeah, it's only happened an hour ago, of course I do.
Yeah.
He said, well, come back up Monday morning, the papers will be waiting for you. I said, perfect, see you later. Paolo rings me back, he says, you ain't signed nothing, have you? And I went, well, no, not yet. He said, don't. I was like, what? He said, yeah, it'd gone past the bit, if I'd have binned that contract, I can't sign for no one till January the 1st. Right. Once it's gone over the thing. So I've had to have 2 weeks at home, like, as in I ain't fucking going back. So I've got to show a bit of face. Yeah. And then had to go back with my tail between my legs, like, oh, sorry. Back after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I can't sign for anyone else. It's a moment of madness, Steve. Do you know what I mean? I'm coming back. I do love it here. As I walked in, the boys are fucking slaughtering me. Absolutely slaughtering me. Oh, God.
Did you play again?
Took me a while to get back in, but I did in the end. He sort of sometimes loved. It was just one of them because I wouldn't wear his shite. Do you know what I mean? I'd tell him, whereas other people. So it was.
Well, they probably
sort of
respected you, but saw it as a bit of a threat
I
because
had that with Hodgson.
Yeah.
What a boy. Well, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you very much, Noble.
What a fantastic time.
Brilliant.
Thank
Loved
you,
it.
David. Well
Thanks
done,
for having
son.
me, lads.
No, glad
Nobes. David sounds shit. Well done, Nobes.
Cheers, guys.
Right, anything? Anyone want to say anything before we go? Ian, you all right?
Oh, I'm having a big yawn. No, I think that's it.
Cool. All right, then. Well, thanks for listening.
Let's go to number 1 again, yeah?
Yes.
Because I don't like it, number
And
2.
to go to someone, people go, oh, what? Well, Rob Beckett to stop telling me to tell my friends about it. Because if we get more listeners, we move up the charts, we get more sponsorship.
So you get a number 1, guys! To tune in! I don't know
See you
where
later.
that come from.
The Magic Sponge is a ... production for Dave, hosted by Rob Beckett, Jimmy Bullard and Ian Smith.